Our first topic would be to introduction and overall iLearn insights. So to demonstrate all this functionality, just please know that I will be switching from one unit to another unit. The reason is a single unit do not have all the functionalities, right? So I'll basically go to a different unit. And please also note that there will be a lot of information in today's session, but consider it as an overall presentation. We can discuss this later to your specific one, right? Now, here is the dashboard. So just if I go to through the dashboard over here, as you can see, this would be the link to your unit page. This would be the short link to your unit page. And this is the selected date, as you can see. So from when to when you want the report to be produced. On the right-hand side over here, this is, as you can see, a unit engagement. It will be shown on over here. I will go in details later on. But as you can see, this is my iLearn Insight sandbox. So it has only 15% engagement. You can set it differently. You can see details and the calculation. I'll come back to that. Next part will show the unit access within the last 14 days, right? So let me go to a real unit rather than my sandbox, because my sandbox do not have all the data. So here it is, a real unit. As you can see over here, if I go to the over here, you can see the unit access for your last 14 days. And you can, if you put your cursor, you can see how many students has logged into your unit. So this basically will give you an overall idea whether students are accessing your unit or not. So that's the main reason of showing this one. You can view for 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, and 4 months worth of data. So if you click on the 4th month, generally you can see it after end of the session to see your whole session, when your student engagement was high or when your engagement was low. So this is, I'm not going to click it. It takes a little bit time, but you can view it over here. It will give you similar type of graph, but it's worth of 1, 2, 3, and 4 months worth of data. The second two reports over here, as you can see, the top 5 hits within the last 7 days. It will show you how many students out of how many enrolled students has accessed this. As you can see, 100% students are currently accessing this particular forum. And this is 95%, or 20 out of 21 students has accessed this one. So this particular report will give you an idea of which are the resources students are currently clicking in your iLearn unit. The main reason is, suppose you are expecting some resource to be read by the students, but if you see like, no, they're clicking on a different resources, then this would be the place to understand, oh, something is wrong there. Probably I need to communicate better, or I need to do something. So students basically read the reading that I want them to read at this point of time. So this gives the top 5 hits within the last 7 days. Another thing to be noted, any link you see over here, if you click on any link in iLearn Insights, if you click on that link, it will take you directly to that link. So it's not you need to log in, then go to that unit, go to that resource. All links will take you to exactly the place where this particular resource is. This is another advantage, and it reduces a lot of time for the academics to reach to a particular resources or the unit. On the right hand side is open activities. So let me go to another over here. So let's use this particular unit to demonstrate this. The open activities will show all the activities that is about to due. So for an example, this one is this particular quiz is due in 5 days. This particular quiz is due in 12 days and 26 days, and so on. And if you look at any quiz or the assignments or Turnitin assignments is due with less than 7 days, you will get a link over here. You can click on that link, and which will send you and send an personalized email messages. I will come how the personalized email messages a little bit late. So this will give you an idea how many students has already submitted out of how many enrolled students. So you can see like this particular no one has submitted. So probably this is the time to send them a reminder saying that you need to submit, is about to due. And as you can see, if you click over here, you can send all the personalized email to all the students with probably 3 mouse clicks. It's very easy. I will demonstrate it a little bit later. If I go to the next one, this particular one shows how many students has enrolled in this session. As you can see, 20. I picked this one, probably a better illustration. So as you can see, 7 students enrolled in this unit, and 1 student have not logged in within last 7 days. So his login is probably 8 days before or 9 days before, and 1 student has never logged in. So as you can see, 1 and 1, 2 students who have not logged into iLearn is actually showing all the 7. So did I do this one is wrong? No, but like in here, this one, I think this is a past unit. That's why it's showing like this. Some of the students has already been is read only. That's why it's showing some, but your current unit will show you 1 + 1, 2 student, list of 2 students over here. And you can send them email directly from here. So if you click over here, you can send all the students and personalized email with 3 mouse clicks. The next one, if I come over here, it will show you all the students who have not completed academic integrity module. As you can see, 57% of the students have not completed for this unit, and 42% of the students have completed. So 12 students have not completed. You click over here and you can remind them to complete their academic integrity module, again within 3 mouse clicks. This one is participants not submitting an activity. This one I'm trying to show how many students has missed how many activities. For an example, 1 student has missed 1 activity, and this one is 1 student has missed 2 activities as well. So if I go to another example, which might be a little bit better one. So this one is saying that 18 students missed 1 activity, right? And if I go to another one, which is here, this one is showing 5 students has missed 1 activity. So basically over here, I'm trying to show like how many students has missed most of the activities. This will make more sense when you look into your current unit, and you will say like, okay, 2 students has missed your first assignment, 3 students has missed your 2 assignments, and so on, right? I think I have a good demonstration of it later when I will go through the unit and unit engagement and unit engagement breakdown and details that I will show you later of this one. Next comes the forum discussion. Forum discussions basically list all of your forum, as you can see over here, and it divides into 4 groups. So first group over here, it shows how many discussion has been posted. The second one, red one, it shows how many unique users contributed to that particular discussion. This yellow one, how many replies has been made, and how many unique user contributed to that particular reply. So these are the 4 things that basically you can see for all the forums over here. As you can see, this particular unit has a lot of forums, and for every forum you can see those informations. So in this way, you know like which forum is used more and which forum is used less. On the right hand side, as you can see like how these are the within last 24 hours. So you can see this particular forum, there are 4 new forum posts. For this one, there is 2 new forum posts. So this particular one will give you an idea how many new forum post has been posted and in which forum those has been posted. If I go to the next one, is activity schedule is very good, especially for the new session, because this you can see all your activities in one place and divided into 4 groups. So although over here it is showing 3 groups, but actually you can see 4 groups. One is like future activity, which is not here, future activity which hasn't started yet, past activity which has been passed, current activity which is currently active, so students can submit, and no date, all the activities which has no date. So basically looking at this one, here it is, like it has some future activity. So over here, basically at one in one report, you will be able to see all of your activities. And the reason we have developed this is to see how many activities due date probably comes in the same place, right? So if there are 10 activities due dates coming at the same time, probably that might be burden for the student. So you might probably spread it out throughout your session. So it's up to the academic how you want to deal with it. So this report shows nicely in a timeline fashion when a particular activity starts and how many days it is actually open and when it particular ends. All right. So now I go to the second, which is second topic, which is a different ways of send personalized email, which is very popular and people use it, definitely use it a lot. So to demonstrate that, as you can see, there are different places to send personalized email. You can send it through this. You can send it through this to send a reminder email who haven't submitted an assignment. You can send over here all the students who haven't logged in within last 7 days, or you can send email from here who have not completed an academic integrity module. Now you can do this. There are two other places. Then I put all the emails, sending emails together. One is over here, as you can see, personalized targeted email. One is over here, which is personalized bulk email, right? And the difference between these two, basically you will see email participants over here and email all participants. The main difference between these two, over here, you can basically select whether which students you want to send or which student you don't want to send. But over here, there is no selection. You can, if you choose like email all participants, you will be sending to all participants in this particular unit. So I need to do two different menu. The reason is there are some big units, probably sending like 1200 students. Then the selection doesn't work. They use basically this one to send emails to all 1200 students at one go. All right. And to demonstrate this one, let me use my own sandbox. So I basically send emails to actual students. So let's see what are the different types of emails we have over here. Send email to all participants, send emails to a particular cohort, send emails to a particular group or grouping, send emails to who have never logged in, send emails to who haven't completed academic integrity module, send emails to who have not accessed this unit within last 7 days, send emails who attempted a quiz but didn't submit yet, and email all participants who have submitted a review in the workshop activity. As you can see, there are lots of different ways you can send an email. So let's use a easier one, something probably send email to all participants. So if you go to over here, you will see this like this. So basically, there are some email templates, which I will tell you later, that you can create and you can use it over here. There are some variables over here, which is very important. If you looking into the chat, that Jeremy will put the chat link into the chat. This is very good way to use and to make it personalized. I will show a little bit demonstration. You can put a message, as you can see, message. You can put some subject over here. These are automatically populated. You can change. If you have a generic email address, you can put. This is the new. You can send some attachment over here, as you can see. And here you write and you preview and you send, right? So let us take an example to demonstrate, which has a automated some automatic template inbuilt. So let's send an email to all the students who have not submitted a quiz, attempted a quiz, or who have not logged into the iLearn. So this one. So as soon as you see that, you can see like there is a template automatically created. So if you are happy with this template, you can just go to preview and see how it looks. As you can see, this has automatically changed to the student name. So demo student is the name. So that's why it's showing demo. As you can see, the unit link is automatically changed to a clickable link. And if you have any difficulties, then you can click on this one. Now, how these are coming, I go back to the compose email event again, just to show. As you can see, first name, this is a variable, so which is choosing the demo. So I do not want to use the first name. I want to use a different variable, which is the last name. So it will come as a student, demo student, right? As you can see, this is another variable, unit link, right? Is basically coming all from here. So basically that is a unit title, right? So you can use unit title, unit code, unit guide, whatever you like. You can put, there are some HTML as well. So there is a teach post to read about. If you want to read about it, please read about it. This is very good way to send email. Most accessed activity list, right? So mine one, I think this particular unit don't have any most activity access activity, because this is my demo iLearn unit. But in reality, you will be able to see all the 5 which is currently accessed will be listed over there. This will probably give you some encouragement to the students that your other students are reading this, so you also read, right? And if you like this, as you can see, just select this and send messages now. How easy it is, it's very easy. So it's only few clicks and it will send email to all of the students, right? So I think I received that email. If I can just show the student, the email will come like this. Dear student, I jumbled up all of this so no one can recognize. So dear student, and this is my, they can click over here, straight a link, and we'll go to that unit easily. And if you have problems, so and so and so, right? So if you have 1200 students, 1500 students, doesn't matter, 3 clicks and all the students will receive an email. So this is all about the emails. Let me coming to the schedule email. Now, there is another thing. We have got the schedule email. If you come over here, it's the same email, but you can schedule the email for the entire session, right? So suppose I want to schedule an email for who have not logged in. I am clicking, taking it from the template over here, and this is automatically populated, and you can change it if you want, or if you don't change it, if you like it, use it. If you change something, then you create a new template, right? So test 01, and you basically suppose this is test 01. So you have changed your template, you have written whatever you like, then you can create this template. Now once this template is created, you can use it in the future as well. So it's a very good way to create one template and you reuse it in a different session, in different year, in different unit, wherever you want. This is part 1 of this, right? Now, if you want to go to part 2, that is, you can schedule it even. So here it is. So dear demo, this is what you have changed, this, and if you are happy with this step 2, then you can send it to all participants, or you can choose whom you want to change. You can add some attachment as well if you want, and you can schedule. When do you want to schedule? I want to schedule on 16th of February at 10 a.m. or 6 a.m. Currently only 2 times is available, and you acknowledge and schedule. Once you schedule, you will be able to see over here that is schedule something on the 16th February at 10 a.m. and this one. And if you put your cursor over, you can see like what you have scheduled, right? Now there is no edit to be done. If you if you find some error or something, please, you can delete it and create another one, right? Once you create and schedule an email, you will get an email over here to you saying that this email has been scheduled for so and so. On that particular date, when the email will be sent automatically, you will get another email saying that yes, this email has been sent to this many students, right? So as you can see, this is a very good way to reduce your workload. Suppose like if you know like you will be sending email every week for certain things, why not schedule it? So to start with, to get your confidence, schedule probably 1 or 2, and later on probably you schedule for the whole session. Okay, so 12:27, I go to the next one, student unit engagement breakdown and participant not submitting activities. So this is a very important one. Now here we go. So this is unit engagement, as you can see. Please note that I have been working with this unit engagement for the last 2 years, and the more I am working, I myself is getting confused, and honestly, it's so complicated. There is not a single way that we can define unit engagement for every unit. It is not possible, at least to my experience. I have been working last 2 years, and each and every time I'm doing something, I'm getting something new, something I'm adding or trying to find a way to bring it to a one single algorithm, but still I am not confident. I think I will need another couple of years to get to a point when I can say, yes, this is actually working for all units. So as you can see over here, it will give you an overall unit engagement, as you can see. And this is the new thing that I have added now, the breakdown. So this 53 is coming, your login engagement is 46, and on-time submission is 59. So that's how it's coming. So this is a new bit. Now, this part, you can set the way you want to define your engagement. If you want to change this, just go to settings over here, go over here, and you can set it up like, okay, I want login to be probably 75%, and I want probably on-time submission 25%. It's up to you how you want to set it up, right? And also you can set it up all the gradebook items. So for an example over here, these are all by default, right? So if there is no due date, I'm not considering it into a on-time submission because there is no due date. If there is a due date, as you can see, there is some weighting with those due dates. Now you can change it. For an example, this one, I'm not changing it because this is a live unit. And this, as you can see, has a 7. I have put equal. It automatically calculates how many activities has a due date, then is divided 100 divided by that, and try to figure it out what would be the equal weighting. But if you think like, okay, this particular exam, final exam, this is actually important. This weighting should not be 7%. It should be actually 50%, right? So you basically change it to 50%. And if you change it to 50%, you need to reduce other activities. So total becomes 100. So remember, you need to bring it to the 100. So basically, as you can see over here, there are probably 20 activities, right? But 20 activities might not be important. Only probably for your unit, 4 activities are important. So choose those 4 activities and change it to probably 25, 25, 25, 25. Now, if you basically change this particular column, on-time submission activities accurately for your unit engagement, then basically this will give you this will give you a realistic value for your unit engagement. Right? As I have told you, I'm not confident enough that my algorithm will work for all the units. So that's why I kept it this setting separate. So as a unit convener, you choose which other activities are important, what should be the weighting for those activities, and you use those, and then it will make more sense to you. Okay, so this one is one. If you go to the calculation, now if you ask me how this 53 is calculated, right? Basically, you don't have to ask me, just go to the calculation, and it's a very nice way. I put all the calculation over here to make you understand how this 71 is calculated. So as you can see, login within last 7 days, 83%, and I am taking 50% of that, which is 41. And as you can see, all of these activities which has due date has passed, and I am taking this weighting, which is equivalent to this contribution, which contributes to another 50%, which is 28%. And this blue, this one and this one, when I'm adding, which is 71.74%. And as you can see, it comes out to be 71%, which is in total, but it is currently showing 53. I'm not sure, but like this one should show exactly this one, right? I think I should take another example. Another thing I need to tell you, this will work better if it is a current unit, not the unit that has been passed, right? I'm trying to find a good way even to get the unit engagement for the past units, but for the current one, it will work better. So this one, as you can see, if it is showing 71%, but it should show actually 53. And this is the correct one, is 46 and 59. I will look into it why it is not showing 71. But as you can see, the calculation should give you a detailed idea of how this is calculated. The third thing we have over here is the details. Details is basically if you want to see engagement for student by student basis, right? In sometimes you might want to see which of the students are really adding to your engagement score, which of the students are basically failing, right? So if you go to the detail, now you can see over here, as you can student by student basis, and it's all calculated over here. So these are more calculating more, as you can see, and these are sorted. You can sort it if you want. So these haven't logged in for a long time. This haven't submitted engagement. Submission engagement is less. The other way around, the submission engagement is more, as you can see. So this is student by students. And if you put your cursor over here, this will give you some more information about a particular student in case of if you want to know. For example, this particular student logged in 6 times within the last 7 days, and on-time submissions, as you can see, 12 out of 14 activities. All right. So I put a little bit more information in case of if you want to really look into a specific student. Okay. Another important thing I want to clarify over here is that, as I have told you, like going to the settings, you can set the way you want. That is very important also for this particular example. So this is another good example, as I have told you, I want to tell you later on. So for an example, if you look at over here, 29 students have not completed, submitted 1 assignments. 21 2 assignments, 15 3 assignments, 16 5 assignments, 1 6 assignment. So what this graph is trying to say, that like which particular group of students you should probably concentrate or put more effort. Is it one students who have not submitted 9 assignments, which is a lot? Probably he's going to fail, or he is going to I don't know, like probably he's already in a bad situation, right? Versus, is it this 15 students which is probably haven't submitted 5, but if you send them an email, if you encourage them, they might come back into the unit, right? So this is again one of my experiment. I'm trying to make it even better and better. Will give you an idea which particular group of students that you should put a little bit more concentration, right? So remember, this is very important over here. I will send another email to say this, that this settings, you set it up the way you want. You set it up all the activities which is important for your unit, and put the weighting according to that, so your unit engagement makes sense for you, and also you get that not participation report, which I have just shown you, makes more sense for you, right? So for an example, this total 15 activities, actually not 15 activities is important for your unit, right? When you change there, it might reduce it to only 5, which will be more appropriate. Okay, I go to the next one. So next we have unit comparison and category report. So let's take an example of unit comparison as this one. So to look into unit comparison, you need to go over here. Then you need to go to the compare past units, right? This particular report is helpful when after the session, basically when you want to compare your benchmark your own unit, how did it go, what compare with the past one. So if you go over here, it takes a little bit time to calculate. So when you have time, you click it, right? So if you go over here, then as you can see, this particular units, it shows like average login activity for all sessions for the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, on-time submissions and overall engagement. So I have recently added overall engagement over here, which will make sense because overall engagement is something that you should compare, right? It will give you an idea of your unit and compare with the past units. Now, if you look at one more thing I want to tell you, as I have told you, the more and more I am working on the engagement, and too many things is I can now see. It's not easy. Even for me, I am getting sometimes confused and this and that. Now, if you look at over here, this unit engagement basically calculates between these dates, and you can set the dates from when to when you want to calculate your unit engagement, right? So this over here, I gave freedom to the unit convener to choose the date. Now, when I have started to put it into here into the comparison, then I found out it is not fair. Like if a different dates has been, somehow I need to bring it to a single date at the single date or the single time span to compare all this unit engagement. So that's why, as you can see, start date and end date is basically over here. I put it a static start and unit end date, so we can basically compare among the sessions, right? So again, these are something I need to. I'm sure, like lots of academics will send me feedback, their comment. We can change it the way we want later on. So for the time being, this is a static date I put for the whole session. So and that's how it is calculated. I'm sure this will be very helpful, especially overall engagement, to see did my engagement went up or went down. Also, I did another thing over here just to let you know the difference over here. This is current date engagement. So as today or the last day of the session, right? This one. But in here, what I did, I made it average. So from your start date to end date, I calculated engagement for every day, and I came up with an average date. So that's why it takes a little bit more time to compute, but this will make more sense. This is the average date. I go to the next one. This is another new things that I have developed. This is for the category report. So for the head of the department or any support staffs or anyone who looks after a group of units can see the unit engagement, on-time submission, login activity, total not accessed, logged on lesser than 7 days, total enrolled, aim not completed in a single page. As you can see, this particular unit category has only 3 units, so that's why it's showing like that. If this category has 10 units, it will show all 10. So any head of the department or someone who looks after a group of unit wants to see, show me session 1, all the session 1 unit report for 2022. So for this particular department, so it can be shown, all of them. Okay, so I go to the next one. I need to be a little bit hurry. So next one is forum visualization. So forum visualization, as you can see, we can visualize it from here. As I have told you, this forum is over here, and we divide it into 4 groups, as I have already told you. If you click on the view forum visualization here, it will take you to this, where you can basically see the similar information that for each and every discussion. So this is the forum, 3 discussions by 3 unique users, 70 posts by 25 unique users. You can visualize it clicking over here. If you click over here, as you can see, these are the 3 discussions over here. And as you can see, plus means to start, where the starting post and the reply and the reply to reply, and you can read it, all of them together, as you can do on the left hand side. As you can see, you can basically read it here, all of them. This is an easy way to read, right? And if you get bored, sometimes it's a good place to even play. I like it sometimes playing with it. So it's a good. So if you click on over here, it will show you all of the different notations that you might be able to see. So a plus means starting of that particular discussion. A bigger font means the post which has been posted within last 24 hours. A bright red means either you have posted as a logged in user, you have posted, or you have replied. So that's the bright red. And these are all connected graphs, means like someone has replied and someone has replied to a reply, right? So this is all about the forums. And if you looked into, if I can show you, there is a combined forum participation as well. In one page, basically, you can see all your forum participations, right? So all your forum and student by student, as you can see, for this particular student has contributed 18 replies, no reply. So as you can see, say lots of things to look into if you look into forum combined forum participations report. There is a teach post which Jeremy will put the link, I hope, and you can view it later. Okay, I go to the next one, which is unit participations. So unit participations, you can see it from here. If you go to the unit and participants, where you can see a list of all of your participants over here. As you can see whether they are onshore or offshore, whether they are in Australia or outside Australia, whether they have completed academic integrity module or not, how many Turnitin assignment they have submitted late, and how many emails you have sent to them. All right, yeah. And if you click, this is the new one I have added, a world map, as you can see. And if you put your cursor over here, there is a one student from Mongolia in this unit. There is one student from India, and there are 16 students from Australia. So this will give you an overall idea of where your students are currently accessing your unit from. So if you want to schedule any exam or something, like one of the students is from India, so there is a time difference, and you can calculate on the time difference.
Can I ask, Shimim, if that's if they're using a VPN, it'll just be whichever country the VPN.
If it is a VPN, right? They use the VPN. I think it will come as Australia. So yeah, okay. I doubt. I think that will come as an Australia. Okay, yeah. And if my algorithm cannot find any of the students, it will come over here that I cannot find probably 3 students' locations or something. It will come over here. Okay, so I go to the next one. This one is Eco 360. So there are 2 reports for Eco 360. One is Eco 360 video view, and one is a combined Eco 360 video view, right? So if you go to the Eco 360 video view, which is currently this one here, then you can select any of these, all the Eco 360 videos for your unit, as you can see, and you can choose any of them. And according to that, it will show you how many students has viewed, how many students have not viewed. It will also show when a student has viewed first, when a student has viewed last, how many minutes this student has viewed on the last day, how many total views. So this is student, 19 minutes and 50 seconds viewed on the 19th of December, and total viewed 36 minutes and 50 seconds from December 15th to 19th. Like these are all sorted. You can sort it. So these are the most good students who viewed this particular video. These are not so good because they haven't looked at your videos. And you can send email as well from here, as you can see. And you can also download, if you want, this data as CSV. If you go to the combined Eco 360 video views, it is actually similar information, but for a number of videos, as you can see over here. So it will select all of the videos. If you don't want to view all of the videos, you can actually select which are the videos you want to combine. So you might be interested only for 4 videos, which they are supposed to read as of within this week, right? So if you go to this particular video view settings, which is loading, then you can select, okay, these are the 4, give me information about this particular, these are the 4 videos. So I want to see this, and this. And if I update, I'm not updating. If I update, then over here, you will able to see only for those 4 videos. Okay. Then if I go to the next one is Zoom. Zoom is another popular one, very popular one. So if you go to the Zoom over here, it has a different tab. You can go to the Zoom participation, or you can go to the combined Zoom participation. If you go to the Zoom participation, then it will look like this. As you can see, I have already selected one. And if it is a recurring recurring meeting, then you can choose which one. So one is like 6:50 a.m. One is one is on the 6th of January. One is on the 13th of January. And if you select this one, then you can see like which of the student has participated, how long they have participated, and starting time and end time. So a lot of information you can see. Just remember one thing. If you do not select this, then iLearn Insight won't be able to find the students accurately. So it's better to select this one, which I have selected this one. So when you schedule a meeting, there is something called require authentication to join. Just tick it. And Zoom has changed something. So basically what will happen, if you want to view this particular Zoom meeting later on, then what you need to do is you need to view it within the last 30 days over here. Then iLearn Insight will save all the data in iLearn Insights, and going to the combined Zoom meeting, I think I have it over here. Going to the combined Zoom meeting, then you can view all those Zoom meetings over here, right? So as you can see, this is the combined Zoom meeting, is all the data which has been saved. It shows for this particular students, out of 10 Zoom meetings has attended 4, out of 10 Zoom meetings attended 5. And again, you can go over here and you can select the way I have showed it in Eco 360. You can select which are the Zoom meetings you want to combine. Just again, I repeat, if you want to view your Zoom meeting later, within 30 days, please go to Zoom participation meeting link and view at least once. If you don't view once, iLearn Insight is not going to save it, because there are hundreds of meetings. I cannot keep on saving all of those, right? So if you think it is important for you, come over here and save it. If you miss it for some reason, contact with me. I will try, but I cannot guarantee, because Zoom changes their many things. So I cannot guarantee it. Okay, so I go to the next one. Next one is students who have not accessed a resource or have not completed an activity. This you can get it, these TwoParty reports. This is also a very good one. Students who have not accessed a resource, students who have not completed an activity. So this is the one, students who have not accessed a resource. You can choose any resource over here. As you can see, there are all the resources will be picked up from your iLearn unit automatically, and you choose one. And it will give you a list of students who have not accessed this particular resource. You can send them email in 3 mouse clicks using this one. So, and the second one, students who have not completed an activity. What is the difference between these two? The difference is, if your unit has activity completion switched on, then you can use this one basically. So it will look into whether students has completed that activity or not. If not, it will be shown over here. As you can see, these are the students who have not completed this particular activity. Okay, so this one is a better one as far as I think, because if you know about activity completion, you will know there are so many good things that you can do with it. For an example, with the forum, you can say who haven't posted probably 3 replies or 3 discussions. So there are few nice things that you can do with the activity completion. Next one is the activity H5P Quiz Analysis. This is the new one that I have done over here. As you can see, if you have a quiz H5P activity and you have a quiz inside H5P activity, then you can select from here. And this is coming from activities menu and H5P quiz analysis. Then you can see for each of the question, how many students made it correct. So 80 students made it correct and 2 students got it partially correct. 64 for this question 6. 64 students made it correct, 6 students partially correct, and 12 students made incorrect. So you know which question is good, students are performing well, and which questions they are not performing well. And here there is a detailed view over here, as you can see, total correct, you can see, and there is all the filterings that you can do to get to look into all your students and who is doing good, who is not doing good, and these are all like you can sort it the way you want. So these are the good students, these are the not so good students. Okay, I'll go to the next one, is the activity details. So if you go over here, there is a activity details page, right? This one is very good for the starting of the session, right? If you go over here, again, all the activities will be shown in 4 groups: past activities, current activities, future activities, and activities with no due date. So, and you can also see how many submissions has been made, how many grade has been graded, how many needs grading. So needs grading is very good when your tutor or marker basically marks it. You know exactly, okay, there are 50 assignments needs to be marked, right? So this is probably a good place to know like how many needs to be marking, and so on. And it is also, you can see if there are any restrictions or not here. So if there are restrictions, you can see a tick over here, as you can see. So this particular assignment has some restrictions, this has no restrictions, as you can see. What's the maximum mark, maximum participants? So this again will give you a good idea, snapshot of all the activities. At the starting of the session, if you go and just browse through it, and it would be nice. There are 2 things over here I want to say in one line. That is, there is a quiz analyzer over here, as you can see, which is basically can analyze a quiz, and there is a student by a student quiz analyzer. So these are again good for end of the session. So at the end of the session, you can come to the particular quiz and have a look how many students graded right, how many students graded wrong, and within when the session is going on, you can go to this particular student by student. Then you will know like which are the students basically attempted that particular quiz, and which question that particular student has graded right or graded wrong, right? So these all will make sense when your session is running and you go to the particular quiz and it is your quiz. You will know better than basically me how to interpret this these particular these 2 reports. Okay, and the last one to end with is already 12:56. So the last one is your iLearn Insights template checklist. So which I put under unit, and you can see is under this one, iLearn template checklist. So most probably by now you all know that our university is approaching towards a single template for all the units. That is basically the operations teams or the other teams to handle. My part is I put this report in your unit just to find it out, automate it for you, just to bring it out which are the how is your unit in terms of iLearn template, right? For an example, if I looked into this particular unit, so you can see there are some red, right? And there are some green as well, right? So there are some performance criteria that iLearn template looks into. All that performance criteria I have put into over here. So let me just discuss one or two. So for an example, for the first one, the iLearn unit is consistently structured as per the MQ iLearn template. So I'll put some link over here so you know what is MQ iLearn template. So basically, this particular report is looking into all this. Topic 0 found in your unit, which is good. Topic 1 is not unit information. So iLearn template is considering the topic 1 will be a title of the topic 1 would be unit information. Topic 2 title should be assessment. Online class Zoom link are not found in this unit. Okay. Unit contents block not found in this particular unit, right? And ALP block found and activity block found. So as you can see, it checked all of this and says like 1, 2, 3, 4 is not found and other 3 found. So its criteria met is no, as you can see. And the second one is same as 0. You looked into this and is basically looks into certain things, right? And come up with a solution. Now, as you can see over here, if you think this is not correct, because this is automated, it might not pick up all of them, but from yourself, if you think, no, this is actually correct to, as far as I think as a unit convener, you can overwrite it. So you can overwrite whichever you feel like which is correct. And you can submit over here. As you can see, there are self-assessed items. So these are by no means iLearn Insight can automate it. So it's a self-assessed item. So basically you need to tick it just to make sure that this is all done, right? So this will give you an idea. So if I look at actual iLearn template unit, which is this one, iLearn Insight, iLearn has an actual template. This is how it should look. Now, if I run my report for that particular unit, as you can see, it comes all green, which is the unit winner, right? Which comes all green, as you can see. But if you see any red, don't worry. Here is an override thing that you can do. And there is an override thing you can do, and you just submit it as an override, which is basically mark it as done. I think like I have already went past of my schedule. I have nothing more to say. Any question from anyone? Thank you very much.
I guess the only thing I would say, thanks, Lakshmi. That was great. And a reminder that if there's any other features that you have that you want, there's this feedback and feature request tab at the top of the page, and you can always say, "Hey, I want a report that does this," and Shamim will. It sends him an email, and he'll respond through that and get back to you to build any custom reports. We try to focus on ones that will have a broad range of utility, I guess, instead of if it's something very specific that only one person would use, it may not get up. But if it's something that will help all unit conveners, then Shamim will have a look and build that. And that's where most of these new features that he displayed have come from academics putting in those requests, because you are the ones who know what you're doing in the classroom instead of us guessing what you're trying to do. It's great if those feature requests come from you. Yeah. Anyone else got any other questions?
Just to finish it up, I will read the chat. There might be some question there, and I'll email back all my comments if there is any question in the chat. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Shamim.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thanks, everybody.